Hello!
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I am doing Mr. Evan's 1 month update, and this Mr. is 1 month old. I mean, 1 month. Oh my gosh, I said 1 month.
He's 1 year old.
He's 1 year old. Okay, let's start this again. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we're doing this Mr. Milk drinking Evan's 1 year old update, and I just finished posting, I think last week, his 9 month update, and today or yesterday I posted his 10 month update. I did unfortunately miss his 11 month update. That's just what happened. And then so we are doing his 1 year old update. He turned 1 year old about a week ago, I think. So I think one of the most exciting things about him turning 1 was literally the night before he just started standing up by himself. He would just go into the middle of the room and he would just stand up by himself, like literally the night before he turned 1 year old.
And then he walked.
And then like a day or so later, he started taking like little steps, like 1, 2, like kind of like 2 steps, and then like going down.
Mama, and then he can take more steps too.
But now he can take more steps. He can take like 4, 5, 6 steps maybe. He can take a good number of steps. I mean, it's really just his confidence. And what's interesting is I was thinking that he wasn't like, they walked when they were 11 months old, around 11 months old, but I really practiced walking with them. Like I spent a lot of time walking with them. With him, I just didn't spend as much time practicing walking all over the place, like down the block, and you know, like if we were out and about, like at a mall or something, I just didn't do it that much. I mean, I did around the house, but it wasn't like blocks and blocks or like half the mall or something like that. So I was worried that he was going to walk like much later, like 15, 16 months, because I think his pediatrician said that they, you know, average age is 15 months. But it was just so exciting because the night before he turned 1, he stood up, and then just instantaneously he just started taking baby steps. And the same thing is with solid food. So I kept trying to give him, like, and you'll see if you watch my last update, the 10 month update, there's a video clip there. Back up, guys. I kept trying to give him, like, try to start him on solid food. So I started to try to start him off with Puffs or like Cheerios, and he'd always gag and like look like he was about to throw up. So, you know, I knew he was kind of late on the bandwagon of eating solid food. I knew he was a little late on the solid food bandwagon, but I kind of just thought, you know, like, he just wasn't ready. You know, all kids start at different ages, things like that. But literally after we saw his, after we went to the well child visit, the pediatrician was like, yeah, he could just start eating whatever you guys are eating, just like in smaller bits. So literally that night, which was the day after his birthday, I just started giving him what we were eating. I would just like put it in front of him and he just started eating. And it was like a miracle, because like several times, like 3, 4, 5 times, I would give him like one little puff, and I would put it in, you know, in front of him, and he wouldn't know what to do with it, or he'll like put it in his mouth and he'd like doing that like gag reflex. So it's like instantaneous overnight. With his 1 year old, or like turning 1 year old, he just started walking, he started eating solid foods, and now that we're on solid foods, it's so much more
of a relief. He doesn't throw up when he eats Puffs.
Yeah, he doesn't, not anymore. It's just such a relief, because when he turned 11 months, I had a work trip and I ended up bringing him, and it was just really tough because at that time he wasn't, like I said, he wasn't on solid food, so it took me like an entire weekend to pack for that trip, trying to figure out what he needs and what I need. But not only that, I cooked 2 full meals, and I pureed it, and I packaged it into like, I think 6 to 9 packs. I think it was 9 packs. It was like a 2-day, it was like a 3-night overnight trip, and had to take a plane. Had to figure out how I would get it through TSA on both sides. Well, not on both sides, but on one side. And in addition to like packs of food, because I wanted to do homemade, you know, for his dinner and stuff. I wanted him to have good meals because he didn't like those, you know, Gerber chicken and rice or whatever. So yeah, now that he's on table food, it makes it a lot easier. I don't have to think so much about packing food. And yeah, so today we went out to lunch and he shared a mac and cheese with Miss Mac and Cheese over here, and it was perfect. And what else is up with Abby? He started whole milk, so this is whole milk now.
He got sick and water.
He got sick. Look what happened. Look what happened, guys. He did. This past weekend, he's been sick. He's been running I want to say high fever, but for a young kid like him, it's kind of normal. I didn't bring him in. I've been watching him, and he's getting better. He's been sick for the past like 2-3 days, so it has been a long stretch, in my opinion.
And he's wearing no shirt.
But he is. I'm keeping him cool by keeping him topless. And in terms of his well child visit, everything he checked out fine. His height, weight, head circumference, all good. He's still on his growth chart.
Guess what is in my hand?
It was unfortunate he
had
a lot of shots at his 1-year well child visit that he had like 4 shots plus a blood draw, and it was like so painful because the blood draw, so that was like 5 pokes in one day, but the person drawing his blood couldn't find his vein, and she just like kept pulling it in and out, and she wasn't even wearing a glove on that finger, and I was like, can you wear a glove? And she was like, I can't feel she's like, I'm not wearing it because I wouldn't be able to feel his vein. She's like, my hand is clean or whatever. It was just frustrating, but she couldn't find it. And then someone else came in with gloves, and boom, she went in, she got the blood, and anyway, so that was kind of painful to watch. And and then like a week later he got sick, and I don't think it was related, but it was just kind of rough. And I am in the process of editing a video about his first day in daycare, and I forgot about that whole mess. So if you want to hear about his first day in daycare, watch that video. That'll be coming out soon. And what else? Can you say anything, Mama?
Abby can say
Ah?
he can say ba.
He can say mama, 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 mama,
He can say ba.
but he often says ah, or he says ba 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 ba. Ah. And he wants to give me things, and he has like 2 little cup holders on his tray. This is like a little travel one, but his actual high chair, there's like 2 little cup holders. He definitely knows how to put his cups in the cup holders. If he doesn't like something, he throws it on the floor. If he is finished, he wants to give it back to me, and so I'm like, okay, clean up. So I bring the plate over, and we start cleaning up stuff that's like all over his tray. And what else? What else is up with Evan?
No.
What else?
If he gets stuff, then he spills it.
Yeah, he spills it. Yeah.
He spills my water.
He's sleeping through the night as normal. Other than this being sick issue, sometimes he'll wake up just because he's sick, which is to be expected. But otherwise, a great sleeper. That's enough. And he is wearing pretty much size 12 to, he's wearing a whole range of stuff. He can fit into 18 months. I just bought him some tank tops that were 2T, and he can wear 12 months. He sometimes wears a kimono that's 0 to 3 months. He's still in those kimonos sometimes. So he's kind of all over the place, but average size baby, I would say. And really aware of things. Like when I spray his nose, he'll take off the like little cap and he always wants to put it back on, just like his sister. And he at school, he apparently really loves a riding toy, so I really want to get him a riding toy. And I think that is about it. Is that about it, mister?
And this is Abby's pups. This is Abby's pups,
Yeah.
what he's eating right now.
And I think that's about it. I just wanted to pop in here and do this 1-year-old update before he's 2 years old, because time is super flying. And
Mama.
we can't imagine life without Abby, right?
Mama.
That is his
Mama.
nickname. I've been calling him Abby a lot lately.
I wanna have a video with me.
Okay, we can. We
What are
can.
we doing now?
Okay, after this video, okay? So we say, thanks so much for watching. Please just give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If you want to see other videos, please leave what your video requests down below in the description or in the comments. And we will see you in our next video.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Mama, I'm gonna do my video now.
Oh, I forgot to also say that he is also still breastfeeding. He is on average about 3 times. I'm trying to get him down to 2 times.
Hello.
So I'm trying to get him back down to 2 times, 1 in the morning and 1 in, well, I pump in the morning and then 1 at night. But sometimes during that, after I pick him up, after I give him a shower, he wants that feed. Sometimes it's a little inconvenient because it's like when I need to cook dinner. But around that 5:30 to 6 o'clock mark, he does really kind of want to feed after not being with me for so long. Like not being with me the whole day during school.
Do it.
So that's the last thing. And I will, for them,
Don't forget.
well, she ended really early, but for her, she stopped breastfeeding shortly after 1 year. And I don't feel like I need to prolong it, but as long as he wants it, I will continue. And I'll keep you updated on that as well. Is that it? You want to say bye-bye?
Mama.
You say bye-bye.
Mama.
You say bye-bye.
Mama. I'm gonna do my video.
Oh, and he's also
Well, thanks so much for
clapping.
watching. Please subscribe if you're
Mama,
not
he's also
subscribed
clapping.
already.
Mama.
You say
See?
pat, pat, pat.
Mama.
If you're happy and you know it,
Mama.
clap your hands.
Mama.
If you're happy and...
Mama.
Alright, bye guys. There's some of this Noosa yogurt. I had been giving him... Here, you want to get up on the counter so you can... You want to kneel? Why don't you get a little stool?
Yeah.
She wants to be in the video. Yogurt and kind of mixing in baby food. Now that the baby food he's kind of phasing out of baby food. I wanted him to try this because I tried this. I forget where I tried this, but I tried a sample of this, I think maybe at Costco.